But the point is, if you get the funding now and take advantage of it before the banks start restricting more funds so that it limits all of the JKers and all the community members to get more funding, I would say the best time to do anything is do it now. How you do anything is how you do everything. Take action is the best thing possible that I recommend for all the members here. And this was just short of about a year and a half ago, 40,000 in Goldman Sachs. This is still pretty doable. On Amex, there's 50,000 here, right? This is Winlove, a good client of mine. This was a few months ago, like maybe 4 or 5 months ago. He got close to 80,000 and he did not have the best credit. He had still a couple charge offs and we still made this work, which is awesome. And you can see the Instagram tag here, Janayad. He had a medical facility company. He had to get enough money for inventory. We got him 100,000 and that's all he wanted. And so we stopped there. That was with like 2 Chase cards and then 1 Bank of America card. And then Nathan, he came to us for round 2. He got 70,000 the first time. In the second round, he already got 40,000 with working with us 2 weeks in. And within a month and a half, he'll be done and getting close to the same amount, if not more. And we have strategies to do it the second time. If you come back to us within a year and a half, we can stretch this out again and get you funding. This client, Jeffrey, was a big one. And like I said, we don't get this crazy amount of numbers anymore. But just to show you guys the proof that we did do it 6 months ago, we got a client 2 Chase cards, 75,000. And so this is pretty big, right? And then our client, Eric, he had about a 750 credit score and we funded him close to 150K. This is my friend Shannon. She does Airbnbs and like real estate fix and flip, and she got $78,000 on her car, which is also nice. Emperor Jane, this guy, he used to be my ex tax accountant and my ex CPA. And yeah, we increased his credit score, which was over 200 points. And then right after that, we got him funding within 60 days. He wanted to close on his big home, a $3 million mansion in Miami. And we got him close to 200,000 in funding, which is very nice. These are some of the cars that we got him along the way, right? 25,000. These are really good approvals. And the last one I have to show you guys, and I'm glad I skimmed through pretty fast, is Jose. He should be in this call, in this chat right now. And he got so far 61,000, but I believe now it's 71,000. If I'm correct on it, he got like another approval last night or today. And he has a couple more banks that we're applying for through our bank relationship managers. And so it should be getting close to shy of under 100,000. So even with the bank restrictions, it's still possible to get funding, but we just never know what the future will unfold. And I just hope that whatever route you guys take, whether you work with eBay's on for your program or not, you guys take advantage of some kind of funding so that you can get approved for, you have enough money to invest in backlinks or the done for you packages so that you can take advantage of now before there are more restrictions to funding, before eBay's prices go up, before even the market gets a little harder to do business. Like anything could really happen, right? So take action, take advantage. And I'm really excited and stoked to work with you guys in the future. And if you guys have any questions in regards to credit, contact eBay, DM him on Facebook Messenger, and then I'll be in touch. I will personally respond to every single one of the messages, and one of our senior advisors will give you a call and see how we can get things approved for you. So I think that's really it for me, but I'll let you take over. Okay.
All right, that was dope. Yeah, just to touch up on different things that Steve's able to do. I've gotten credit cards through Chase like a year ago and I only got 10K. And that was because my utilization was too high. Not that I wasn't paying down credit cards, but I just forgot to pay down a few of the cards and I had to create a whole new Chase app, like bank account, because I have a few different LLCs. And then Steve's team did it for me this time. And instead of 5 to 10K, I got 60 to 70K. And then that was just one of the cards, and we're going to get more cards. I know the power of this business model. I'm going to show you, for example, the backlinks that I'm buying on top of the huge sites that I'm building. This is an example of a topical map. As you can see, we're going after basic money keywords, automatic gate repair, this and that, for different cities, but also we're going after what's called outer limit topics, such as automatic gate opener, access gate systems, how to install automatic gate opener. Guys, I'm not messing around. I'm not gonna waste my time build these sites for my partners or even for myself and not rank and make these sites profitable. This is why I'm also getting credit cards too, is that I can build more of these sites, get more backlinks. I'm gonna blow up either this roofing company. We're also putting in the groundworks to create a large construction company. We have a friend that has been running construction for quite some time in Los Angeles. Whether any of you listening here joins this team or not, I have plans of scaling these companies to the moon because I look at the landscape of the world right now and I see AI replacing many businesses. Web design, even engineers are not safe with AI. But then I look at blue collar businesses like construction, roofers. I don't see AI replacing those guys anytime soon. Now, I can see that maybe in the next 2 to 5 years coming up with robots that can do basic kind of chores. But when you're talking about being like 50 feet into the air and doing big commercial roofing projects, I don't see those guys getting replaced anytime soon. I learned from my journey of entrepreneurship that I had all my eggs in the basket of doing sales for JK for the last 5, 6 years, right? But with Google's changes, the revenue can fluctuate. Now I'm putting full effort into diversifying my income. And there's many different industries, as you guys know, that we can help out with SEO, such as e-com. However, e-com also has a lot of vulnerabilities, right? You need a lot of traffic. It's difficult to get a lot of traffic because huge companies with direct traffic already own a lot of those search results. Plus, with different foreign relations and tariffs and whatnot, it's becoming harder and harder for a lot of players right now. Again, I'm going all in on high ticket construction, roofing, and I will say this is not false scarcity by any means. Whoever is signing up for the Done For You, I'm picking the best city and niche combination that I can find for LA and a few other cities. So if you're somebody that thinks you have a shot at getting good funding with Steve, I would 100% reach out. Because at the end of the day, success leaves clues, as Dan Klein always says, and study some of the more wealthy people that got exponential growth in their business. They're always leveraging either other people's money or the bank's money. This is where most people go wrong, is that they take loans out, but they don't really invest it in a good vehicle. And for me, I think local lead gen has stood the test of time over the last 10 years. It's funny because we were getting coffee today in Medellin, Colombia, and me and Steve were joking about how there's no other Asian people here. It's obviously Colombians and Spanish looking people. And then we were having coffee outside on this patio and we see one Asian guy walking past us. And Steve goes, "Oh, dude, there's an actual Asian guy. I think he's Korean." And I look over at him. This is no joke. He like turns to me and he goes, "Hey, Ipe, is that you?" To make a long story short, like we're randomly out there drinking coffee and this Asian kid like recognizes me because he had a program where I wrote a review for. And so he recognized me from my blog and he came and sat down with a cool kid, 20 years old, doing digital nomad lifestyle. Been chilling in Medellin for the last 2 months, but he also does some marketing for other coaching programs like BizOp coaching programs similar to JK. But I told him we've been around for 10 years and he's, "Bro, like that's very impressive because I've never seen that. Like I've never seen other online coaching programs that last 10 years. Most last maybe 3 years or so and they're out." To me, it's like one of the biggest flex of our business model and coaching program is that even after 10 years, roofing companies, construction companies, landscapers, they all need help with Google's search. And I know AI is coming. However, AI, like I showed at the beginning of the call, is still deriving their data from Google. And what is Google? Google is SEO. SEO is what I'm most confident in when it comes to all the different skills that I've learned in entrepreneurship over the last 10 years. SEO is my jam. I know some advanced technical stuff that's not even in the training because we also don't want to make the training too technical or otherwise it's going to cause paralysis by overanalysis. The truth is in most local spaces, you don't need all the advanced super technical stuff to beat your competitors. But I know some of those tactics and I am going to be deploying them, you best believe, on all the sites that I'm building for my partners. With that being said, we'll probably keep this slide pretty short here today. I think today I really wanted to focus on, because I have Steve here with me in person, have him share some of the real testimonials, the lives that he's been able to change. Whether you guys do it to get collections off or anything, I just feel that to the right person, he could be a game changer. And also I wanted to bring different kind of value to the table, right? It's not every week we're just talking about backlinks. So hopefully, whether people that are watching right now or people that are watching in the future, even if you know somebody that are in collections, in trouble, that need help, Steve does pay for referrals. So refer those people to Steve and you'll get some cash. I just think that I've seen the lives that he's been able to change and things that I didn't even know was possible, like getting debt removed from your record as if it was never there. I just felt that more people should know about it. It directly ties into anybody in business because it just does, right? It ties into having better credit, that ties into getting business funding, and then you can take business funding to reinvest it into your own lead gen business. With that being said, if you want to get in touch with Steve, they do like free consultation. Reach out to me on Facebook direct and I will connect you with Steve. Any questions that you may have, I'll take questions for 10 minutes here. And then I think we have to head out soon. Mark, he told me a little bit about your case. I'll ask Steve after this webinar and see what's the deal. Indie Pan. I don't think it's that hard to craft a prompt to get those testimonials and just paste the whole homepage content of the site into ChatGPT and ask it to create unique testimonials, one paragraph testimonial as if you are the customer for this service. And you just paste the whole homepage. John says, Steve has got me 61,000 so far, likely another 10,000 tomorrow too. German asks, for all online profiles like Gmail, social media, citations, is it best to practice to use made up names as to avoid being linked to all your sites or GVP or getting flagged? It does not matter. Whatever name, it doesn't matter because the name of the account of the Gmail and stuff like that is never going to be public record or public data. The funding can be for individual as well. However, for the 50K and plus, the kind of like funding, you have to have at least 2 credit cards that you've used over the last 2 years, and then Steve can work with you. For those of you that doesn't even have a credit card, I would say go get credit cards in your personal name or whatever, or even your business, and just start using credit cards. Everybody should be using credit cards, guys. Like I have a lot of credit card points. I've used credit card points. I can't even tell you how much money that I've gotten over 10 years of business. All right, everybody. Hopefully you guys like the live. German is working with Steve, I believe already, right? Yeah. Guys, me and Steve, we're very close. We're like really good homies now. He's keeping me up to date on all of you guys that started working with him. Man, this guy is sharp, high level guy when it comes to this stuff. Steve's been doing this stuff for 10 years. He's telling me some of the things that he's done with some of his clients. It's like crazy, like 160K of like collections removed and getting like crazy business funding with 0% interest, which is for a year, which is massive advantage. And guys, you have to understand, even the interest when you use these credit cards is not even that much because it's 20% for the whole year. Let's say you still have $10,000 left on the credit card after 1 year, right? 20% is 2,000, right? But that 2,000 that you're paying off is divided by 12. So God forbid you didn't make the money back and you have 10,000 left on that card, $166 per month in just the fee. And if you pay that down more, which with lead gen sites you should be able to, like that is getting paid down regardless. It's just you're getting a massive head start because you're able to build 5 sites, 10 sites at once today rather than wait months and months to get the portfolio of sites. Because one thing you guys have to understand, if you go back and watch any of our past case studies that Dan has made with our students, Dan asked this question, if you could go back in time and change one thing, what would you do different? And many of the students will say, I wish I built faster sooner. It's literally the same answer I gave Dan. And at least Peter in one of the lives gave that answer too. If I built more sites sooner, I would have already been at whatever, 10K a month or 15K a month or 20K a month. Really, like you're crunching time when you're able to have the funding, for example, and build 10 sites today versus wait 1 whole year to build 10. And many of the students that I've talked to that are struggling in this business are struggling because they simply did not build enough sites. Every single student that I've talked to at the JK Live event in Las Vegas, every single one that built at least 10 lead gen sites, they were all making passive income in this business. I have not met one student that's built 10 lead gen sites that are not making money because it's very difficult to fail all 10, especially if you start getting the backlinks that I'm telling you guys to get and the topical maps that I'm telling you guys to create, you will not fail all 10 sites. And even if a percentage of those sites start making you money, you're going to recoup the investment of the business funding that you can get from Steve. To me, it is one of the bigger lever plays that most of you guys out here can play. Otherwise, it's like high interest loans, huge risks, and building huge real estate portfolios. A lot of you guys, we're not at that level, right? But this is like the closest thing to be able to play that kind of game. Again, success leaves clues. Study the wealthy people, especially the people that got wealthy really quick. They always leveraged either other people's money or the bank's money, but they found the right vehicle to invest that money, crunch time, and then be able to create assets, in our case, digital assets that make long-term passive income. This business model, and especially what we're preaching, it fits the criteria of all the wealth management, wealth education books that you can read out there. Keep learning, keep studying about wealth creation and wealth multiplication. This all falls in line with that. Utilize leverage, novelty, skills that other people don't have, service high ticket markets, low cost, be scalable, because it's a big market, right? There's roofing companies all over the country. Be in high demand, which we have, which is leads. Companies need leads to survive. And then leverage other people's money or the bank's money and scale. If you have a product that serves an essential need, we're not selling fidget spinners that people don't need. We're selling leads business owners really need. And it's high ticket and it's digital. So digital meaning 98% of everybody that are walking around the streets have no idea what SEO is. Okay. Most people know what real estate is though, right? Most people don't know what digital real estate is. And most people don't know what SEO is. So we have that advantage. It's a skill. It's combined with a scalable passive income business model that most people don't know. And you're leveraging like mentorship, which is another business hack. Like myself, other leaders in the program, we've already proven it and done it for over 10 years. And the returns are crazy. So when you stack all of these things on top of each other, then you have to figure these investments are very, very good calculated risks. Everything is a risk in life, right? But certain things, certain risks are very good, highly calculated risks. And I challenge any single one of you to find a better calculated risk than this play. So with that being said, guys, have a great rest of the weekend and I will see you guys next week. Peace.